This is a replacement plug for a Nema 1450. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $18. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. So in the box, you get the plug itself, as well as a little instruction guide. And it has basically for your wires, you know, the white wire, the red wire, the green wire, and the black wire. It tells you the exact lengths. And these guys have different lengths, so that, you know, the grounding green wire is longest, and then the red and black wires are about the same, and the white wire is shorter. And they also tell you where to put each of these wires to wire it in correctly. And they remind you, you know, if you're doing stranded wire, don't get strands outside of these little connections here. So this is the type of thing where you would have a nice big handle to push it in and pull it out. You typically see this like on an RV, or maybe a welder or a kiln or anything that, you know, plugs into a giant 1450 amp socket. Now it has a sticker here, rewirable power plug, 125, 250 volt AC, 50 amp, and it says 12,500 watts. They have a model ED507P Intertech thing here, and this is stickers kind of over the seam, and so it looks like when I unscrew these screws it might fold open, and that sticker may or may not survive that folding open process. So there's 3 smaller screws that hold it together, and these 2 screws here hold in this guy here. So they say you can loosen that to accept the wire, but these are the 3 you have to take out to open it up. Okay, I have those 3 screws out, and this guy folds open there on the sticker. You can see that these 2 screws here are for the cable, and so you're going to want a cable here that's like 6 AWG by 3 conductors, or 8 AWG plus 1 extra connector. So, you know, it's a pretty big cable there, and these screws are almost all the way in. There's just, you know, a millimeter there and a couple millimeters here. So if you need extra room, you can loosen these screws up a bit to tighten or loosen this cable gland. And it says this is rated for dry locations only, copper. So I don't believe this particular plug here is really fully waterproof. Now, this figure is not to scale, and all of the measurements are in millimeters, so you're either going to have a millimeter tape measure to figure all this out, or kind of put the wires in and just see the lengths you're going to need. And they recommend that the grounding cable come in the back here into that side, and then you have your other 3 cables into here, so you have the 2 hots and the neutral. So if you're wiring this to something that's only 250 volts and it doesn't have a neutral cable, you'd put the 2 hots to here and the ground to there, and then you would leave your neutral unconnected. And you could even remove the neutral pin if you'd like, so that this guy can plug into one of those plugs that doesn't have the spot for the neutral, and it will still plug into a regular Nema 1450. So I really appreciate these 3 finger holes, make it easy to put this thing in, and they keep your fingers well away from the plug when you pull it back out.